All right. At 6:41 this evening, the police department received a call about a man walking in the 900 block of Buchanan Street, in the street, yelling and waving a gun, pointing the gun around. The officer response was swift. Officer Dylan Ramos from the North Precinct was the first officer on scene. He encountered the man within just a few minutes of the call. Officer Ramos gave the man commands to stop, drop the gun. During the interaction with the man, he turned toward Officer Ramos in what Officer Ramos believed to be a threatening way, and Officer Ramos fired on him. The man was fatally wounded. We have identified him as a 47-year-old individual. The chaplain is now making efforts to notify his next of kin. Officer Ramos is a 3-year police department veteran. He came on the department in October of 2019. The police department is now downloading the body camera images from Officer Ramos's body cam as well as his in-car cam. We've also looked at surveillance video in this area, and I would expect in the next few hours there will be a video release, as there typically is in situations such as this. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation will conduct the full investigation into what occurred. The video that we'll be putting out later tonight, or maybe in the early morning hours of Monday, will be intended to give everyone a basic understanding of what's taken place, with the caveat that the TBI is conducting the full investigation as is standard in these situations.
Don, do you know what brought the officer out here? Did somebody call in that the guy was in the street? Or?
Yes, at 6:41, the police department received a call of a man in the street yelling, waving a gun. That's what generated the police response, and Officer Ramos was the first person here.
And now you said, Officer Ramos said the gentleman turned to him in a threatening way. Is that with protocol?
With protocol?
To shoot in a situation like this?
The man was armed with a gun. Officer Ramos confronted him and gave him commands to stop, drop the gun. There was some interaction that you should see when the camera footage is released. And during the interaction between the officer and the individual, the man did turn toward Officer Ramos in what Officer Ramos perceived to be a threatening way, and Officer Ramos fired on the individual. These businesses at the time were open, so there were people in them as Officer Ramos was attempting to get the situation resolved. Okay? It's a semi-automatic pistol.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you
Thanks.
for your time.